Hello everyone, Toddbog here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dominions 5. First video we had up was our training video, just kind of walking you through some of the basics. Definitely didn't cover everything, but it got you at least through the start process, a little bit about the interface and the way it works, and as you can see, we got to the world map here. And basically from here on, we're going to be actually playing the game and exploring the systems more organically. So for those of you that skipped the first video, which I'll understand if you did, what we're doing right now is we were playing the Empire of Ermor. We've got our basic armies set up here with Lamius, which is basically some javelin troops, the leves, and the Hestatis, our standard frontline troops, which also have javelins, but are just better armored and equipped. We got them set up in their battle formations. We are set our scout to go sneak over here to see what's available in Strong Bay. And then we've done our recruitment here, which we're going to get more Hestatis and some slingers. And that'll use up our resources, and we're going to repeat this for a while until we get more resources going. So with that, our first turn is almost complete. The one last thing I wanted to show you is our research, which is escaping me. There it is, research. So magic school, we're doing conjuration level 1, which will allow us to do some summons if we want to with the death magic, and then eventually with the fire magic we'll be able to do fire elementals once we hit level 3. So we're going to kind of work our way up there, and let us use that magic there. We'll also probably focus on some evocation so we can use some of the fire magic to good effect as well. So all right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and end turn. Okay, so after your first turn, you'll see scouting for nearby areas for enemy troops, and it could wildly vary. So right now it says 50 enemy troops, mainly archers, light infantry, and heavy infantry. And you do have to worry about those heavy infantry. They are tough to fight. This is even tougher here because it's heavy cav and heavy infantry. And then over here we've got heavy infantry, archers, and heavy cav. So we're going to probably have to build up a little longer than I would normally like to fight these troops. This one's only 30, so that is our weak point there, so we'll go ahead and utilize that. So we'll go ahead and send our scout out to see what they truly have. Again, these numbers are only estimates, and they can vary wildly. So when your scout's there, it's a little more consistent, so 30 is probably what they have. We just don't know the exact number of each troop because we won't know. But as you can see, we're now in Strong Bay. We still don't have any scouting on the actual demographics or anything like that, unfortunately. So, all right, with that, we'll go to our recruits. We're still doing the same thing, so it's good. As you can see, we now have Asius, who's our researcher. So 9 research points will be put into the magic that we're developing. Fire and astral magic, so we'll be able to use those as well. As you can see here, we can do our different commands here, and based on the commands you choose, you'll get certain benefits. So for now, in the magic realm, this is where he's going to live mostly. We're doing research, and that they come out doing research automatically, which is great. I think they used to just come out in the defend command, which is your default order. So that's nice. Eventually we'll be able to cast ritual spells, forge magic items, or any number of other things here. So in this case, research is what he needs. Lamius is defending. We'll go ahead and set him to patrol province. Patrol tries to find hidden enemy troops and reduces unrest. Right now our unrest isn't there, but it gives us something to do because we're going to have to wait to attack some of these spots here. So alright, with that we will go ahead and end our turn. Alright, so proclamations come up to let you know that their lords are available. So Hippocune, the Minotaur Lord, shall now be known as the Prophet of Molian, the one who purifies everything by the very utterance of his name, the Hidden One, Master of Fishermen, and Prince of Fertility. I love these things. So Pangaea, Formoria, and Oceania all apparently started with their lords, so I'm the only one that did not. Alright. So we'll go to army setup. Getting a lot more of our frontline troop, and we'll go ahead and throw in a third group. These will be our slingers, And let's go ahead and set them up in a sparse formation. No. We'll go ahead and do a double line. No, line formation. And we'll set them up in the back here. Yeah. So as they grow, they'll go. So as you see, the leader has a total of 80 people he can control, and he can up to 3 squads without getting morale penalties. You can do more, but the squads are limited so that you have limited tactical availability. However, you can get additional leaders, and they can put themselves in different spots in the battlefield eventually too. So definitely useful. Okay, so go ahead and end turn. Okay. So over here now we've got 30 enemy troops, so closer to 30. Still not great because it's all those wonderful troops. Over here I'm seeing archers. This might be our first attack actually. Archers, light infantry, and that means light. There's looking at the actual troops I'm seeing. Looks like the heavy infantry might be sparse or few. So, but we're going to play it safe here. Let's go ahead and recruit some units. Yeah, that's still good with me. So we'll go ahead and just do the army setup. All right. Yep. So go ahead and end turn. Research and conjuration is complete, so we can view our research. We'll go ahead and get the evocation level 2. I think looking down, this one doesn't really benefit us that much, but we'll go ahead and do one alteration, and then we'll go back to conjuration again. Okay, and that'll queue those up. And as you can see, I'm just getting more and more researchers, so there's going to be a stack of them here. 30, yeah, so I think we'll have enough with this new army troops coming in that we'll be able to take out the enemy and see our first fight. So Lamius, oh, sorry. You'll come here. Terminus, let's look over here since we've spread our dominion there. That might be our next attack, and we'll swing back to get these guys. This right here is probably going to be later because of the heavy cav, but it'll be nice to take it eventually. So as you can see here, decent income, decent resources. This one we now know more about because we got our Dominion candle. So really good income, and then really good income. So unfortunately resources aren't big here, and I'll kind of explain what that means in just a sec here. But let's go ahead and end our turn. Alright, so we've got an unexpected battle, or no, there's a battle in Vertun. So you can click on View Battle, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And the first thing you'll notice is that this is 3D, which is not what it was in Conquest of Elysium. This was a more recent change. So as you can see, archers are shooting. In my case, slingers are shooting. So light militia troops, light infantry, are falling to my javelins. Do they have javelins too? They do. Okay. And then my troops are just much better than those light infantry. And as you can see, they're already starting to run. And as you see here, the heavy infantry are here. As you can see, they have an attack of 12 or 10. Defense is only 12, but they have a protection of 16. So very tough troops. So their archers are going to have a hard time breaking through, but this mage is a giant pain in the butt. Okay, but we've caused the archers to flee, so we're good. And I think we finally killed the silly mage, and the heavy infantry are fleeing now. So as you can see, definitely a little more different You can hit your own troops with friendly fire with the archery. It kind of uses a real locational thing to determine hits with that and stuff. So, and then they've recently improved logic to make sure that it's easier to hit some of the fast-moving targets as well. So that was our battle. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can click here. As you can see, we lost 7 of our Hestatus, 3 leves, and 2 slingers. But this is what we killed. We had 2 cloud mages. Interesting. So they were actually mages. I thought it was like a mirror image thing. And a wind master. So there's 3 magic users, 18 archers, 5 heavy infantry, and 10 light. So yeah, those mages were the wild card there. So we ended up losing 12. They lost 36. As you can see, the Hestatus did most of the damage. Our slingers didn't kill anything, but they did do damage, so that's good. We have an unexpected event occurred in Ermor. 1 unit was cursed. One of my researchers stumbled across an ancient skin-bound tome and read a passage aloud. Unfortunately, all those who happened to listen have been cursed for the rest of their miserable lives. That sucks. And then we got this. Misfortune, +3. Bad omens. So, okay. Well, those weren't the best of events, but, you know, as it were, not the worst thing in the world. So, who got cursed? Was it you? No. 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 Doesn't look like anybody there, so it had to have been a unit here, which I guess we go to army setup. There's no easy way to tell, huh? As long as it wasn't you. Okay. So overall, we did pretty well. Very happy with the result there. What do we got over here? Oh my god. Horse Tribe Cavalry, so even more cavalry. Not great. Alright. Well, we only have 6 unrest here. We'll go ahead and pump up the defense a little bit, at least until we have unrest reduction. I got the gold. I'm going to have the gold, so I'll just go ahead and bump it up to my normal 25. But as you can see, we incorporate some of the local population into it. So we got militia and archers as a part of our local defense there. We're going to go ahead and head back, and we'll probably end up hitting this province. But some new things to show. So Vertland has been added to our kingdom. And the number here just represents the province number. Doesn't change anything. It's just a way for the game to track what province is being affected by what. But as you can see, population 7,200, income 66. The key thing, though, is going to be these resources 21. So now a little bit more about my fortification. So my fortification here is created, and it allows me to build certain troops that are specific to my nation, my castle, as it were. In this case, they always have these bonuses here. Administration will be a number anywhere from 10 to, I think it goes up to 75. And this is the important thing here. What it does is it gathers resources from nearby territories and brings it to the castle. So my castle now has an additional number of resources, additional 21 resources, which we're getting from Vertland, which has 21 resources. Now, to make things a little more confusing, each time you see resources here, that represents half of the total resources in that area. So, reason why that's important. I can come here and I can actually recruit units from Vertland, and they'll be the local troops, and I'll be stuck to the resources that they have here. The only way to unlock the full resources, which in this case would be 42, is to build a fortress of some sort on it. And by doing that, you unlock full resources in the area, and then the fortress will then pull using the administration power from nearby areas. So in this case, this one pulls half of the resources from all these areas around here. So that's great. That means I'm getting all 21 resources there. I'll eventually be able to get another 35 if I take over these 2 territories. That's why starting at the edge of the map is not so great, because I don't have more territories to get resources from. So I'm kind of resource locked, unfortunately. But additional resources means additional troops. So we'll go ahead and utilize those appropriately. Let's see. $14 resources, huh? Let's do you. Take you out. So what I could do is I could do this. So I'll get more slingers. They're not the greatest in the world, but we are fighting against some more heavily armed troops. But we'll get the slingers, and then basically every other turn I'll get an extra slinger, because it'll roll over any required resources to the next. So we'll do something like this for now. I'm going to get a few standards because they give bonuses to morale. As you saw, the enemy broke before they lost all their troops, so that will help prevent that. So, yep, looks good to me. Okay, they're all still doing their research, so that's good. And then we're moving our army back to pick up what we've got here. Our scout. Foul spawn, bindmen, and bloodhedge druids. Oof, and a grotesque. Just nasty area of the world I'm in, huh? Okay, and that should be the end of our turn, so we'll go ahead and do that. Unexpected event. Alright, prophet of woes were right. Famine is struck. Okay, so death has come up 1, unrest, and population, so that sucks. Alright, so we've got misfortune 1 now. Looks like death is not showing right now, but we did lose some population and such. So your recruitment points are based on your population. Population also does your income. So losing population hurts both of those values, but not the end of the world at the all told. Unrest is at 11 though, so that'll go down with our patrolling. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our army set up here. So as you see, +1 morale goes to +2 morale now, because I've got the standard as long as he's alive. So they'll be much harder to break. They're a much longer line as well, so they'll wrap around the enemy a lot quicker. So that's useful. Alright. Yep, that looks good to me. Alright, so let's go ahead and take them out. And we'll slowly get more and more researchers. So just to show you research points left. So we're currently working on evocation to get it to level 2. So 19 points we'll have at the end of this round. And then alteration is 50 points. So we may actually get both of those. We'll see. Alright, done my movement there. Over here, what do we got? Slingers, heavy infantry, and 3 war elephants. Alright. Just no traditional troops. It's just like, alright. Let's see. So blue means water. I can't get through water. And as you can see, it looks like this might connect over here, but it doesn't. So, although I might want to find a way to get water troops, because that is what we call a throne of ascension, which is one of the victory conditions, and also gives you some pretty powerful bonuses. So, either way, I don't see myself expanding this way too quickly. I do want to see what's over here, so let's go ahead and click here. Okay. Alright. Research and evocation's complete. So, yep, just like I said. Oh, no, we didn't get all the way through Alteration 1. One of Lamius' crippled units died during the march to Ermor. Strong Bay. Oh, that sucks. There was a battle in Strong Bay. And we have a new famous hero, so I'll explain that one. So let's view the battle. And eventually I won't show off every battle. We'll just look at the results, but this is a good way for you to get a feel for where the game goes. I should have probably have set my slingers to not attack the heavy cav. So this is their heavy cav, as you can see, 10-15, so they're similar in style to my guys. But they have 2 attacks, both doing 13 damage. And decent protection, so... Javelins did their damage, though. And there's a penalty when the enemy gets surrounded, so... Which they will be after we finish throwing our javelins. And these are the heavy infantry. So they're 10-13 with 12 protection. So as you can see, we've surrounded this guy now. So his morale is broken, so he's probably going to try and flee, but he has nowhere he can go. We're doing our damage. And now they fled. So all we have left are these guys over here, which Sheldon, the commander, they just got a lot of commanders. Interesting. Alright, we'll go ahead and speed this up though. Yeah, those shields just do a lot to protect my troops. So it's very hard for the enemy to hit me with archery and everything like that. So, awesome. So, my leader's been in enough fights now that he's earned accolades and stuff, and now has become a famous hero. So, what that means is he's one of the top 5 heroes in experience, I think, in the game. And that gives him access to heroic abilities. So, you become increasingly better as you go through. So get increased physical strength, and as you can see, increased leadership. So he's now got a leadership of 100. He can actually command more troops now. And mainly Ichthyids, there's 60 of them. We could probably take them, as a matter of fact. Might do that as well, but let's see what we've got here. Where's my scout? Scout is here. 30 enemies, host tribe. So we could probably take them. Yeah, that's a debate, right? Okay. Let's set up our recruiting here because we've got additional resources now. And what I'd like to eventually do is get these Equites of the Sacred Shroud. They're 45 gold and 24 resources and a lot of recruitment points. So, yeah, let's go ahead and reset recruitment. We're definitely going to get the Augur, so that's a repeat. Let's see if I go with 2. Go with 2. Yeah, I think we can afford that. Yeah. So we'll do that as a repeat recruitment. So we'll get 2 of the Equites, sorry, with the Sacred Shroud. So that'll improve our forces there. I do want to point out these guys, Retiarius and the Gladiators, are cool. They got a net trident for the Retiarius. And they're decent attackers. Defense skill isn't nearly as high because they don't have a shield. But if you look at the bottom, they're quick to levy, but will only fight until they've been wounded or hit something in battle before leaving. So in other words, they're a one-use troop. They'll get in battle if they get wounded or if they hit something, they leave. So that's why they're so ridiculously cheap. 10 gold, 1 resource, 9 recruitment points. So you can build up a ready-made army to attack something, which may not be a bad idea to take against something like the heavy cav here, but I think we can do it with more traditional troops. So Lamius, we'll go ahead and come back here. We'll go ahead and up our defense for now. And as you can see, we're getting heavy cav here and heavy infantry. Much better than our defenses here. So, yeah. Alright. So I believe that is everything. Research is still set up. As you see, alteration, we almost finished. So, how many got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 63 coming in each turn. So, all right, we'll go ahead and end turn. Research and alteration is complete. All right. So now it's winter, and if you click, you can see that it's now got a cold 1 scale. So it's going to affect supplies and income there as a part of my dominion. So it'll counteract some of the work we've got with our productivity going and everything as well. So, all right. So Ladius, let's go ahead and go to army setup. We'll go ahead and keep this going as is. Let's set your battle orders to attack. No, we won't do anything. I was trying to see if I can get them to attack less armored troops, but that's not an option here. Alright, so with his massive troops, we'll have to take on this force here. The key thing is to make sure in the army setup, yes, we don't want them to flank us if at all possible, which you can do with your cavalry if you do it right. So it's actually a pretty cool tactic. Once I get enough equite of the Sacred Shroud, you'll get to see what that looks like. So, all right, I think I've got my guy here. It's gonna come this way. All right. Okay, we lost a crippled unit, unfortunately. I think we need to get one of our healers in, so we'll work on that. Research and conjurations complete. There's a battle, so we'll go ahead and view this. So you can see how fast these heavy cavalry move. And these guys are traditional heavy cavalry, so they see attack and defense are equivalent to my guys. They hit twice again, and yeah, they just move so much faster. I do have some sort of priest. Okay, priest with them. Nobody's sacred though, so okay. So these are light cav here, mounted commanders actually. Okay, so looks like everybody's going to start fleeing now. And there we go. Alright, we'll go to 3 times speed. And we won't be able to catch that guy unless he... Yep. Which is fine. Against the enemy, it's important to catch them because they will retreat to nearby provinces. So that, unfortunately, will lose. So we lost 2 Hastatus and 2 Levs. Not bad at all. So, and Strong Bay is also suffering from misfortune. It's not like I have bad luck set up. It's just that's just my luck here, huh? Okay. Okay. So we've now taken this, so now we're at maximum for our resources. So let's see, what would it take to get another shroud? That's good. And then we could get a census, but that morale 8 just is not going to cut it. So we just go with that and then throw in a slinger. Works for me. Let's actually change this. We're going to get an Augur Elder, and I'll show you why. Actually, first, do we want the Acolyte? I don't think the Acolyte... No. So we'd want the Bishop of the Sacred Shroud instead. Or the Archbishop. We'll go with the Bishop for now. Alright, that shouldn't affect our resources and commander points. Okay, good. Reason is that they can heal afflictions on units. So we don't have to worry about that, how we continue to lose our units and everything like that. So here we're going to go ahead and pump up the defense again. Alright, heavy infantry. And then the heavy cav. Okay. Alright, so we've got the defenses pumped up for now, our 3 territories. And we're going to want to take more, but I think what I want to do is I want to move back to pick up our priest and the troops that we've been producing. And we'll go from there. So, alright. Defense, unrest. Yep, that is everything. So, yep, so we'll go ahead and hit end turn here, and I think we'll call it after this. So, alright, We had an unexpected event occur. Yep, lost 300 population, increased unrest by 9. That sucks. So Asius the Augur has foreseen a major event that will occur in 3 months' time. This is what's been foreseen. People's death match is scheduled in the arena. Spellcasting is not allowed, and all participants will get to borrow a slave color to ensure they not perform magic or run away. This is a game for the common people. Pretender gods and disciples are not allowed to compete. Any pretender breaking the rules gets to keep the slave color. The event will take place on the astral plane, and the participants must leave now to get there in time. In addition to all the fame, the winner of the games receives a powerful magic artifact. May send one champion, and all old arena champions must try to defend their title, define the rules if necessary. May the people's champion win. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in just a bit. There was a battle in Strong Bay. So luckily I put up defenses there. So we can view this, so you can see what unrest looks like. Or no, just random wolves. Okay. Poor guys. These are dire wolves, though, from Strong Bay. Dire wolves have good attack skills. They have poor protection. They do a lot of damage. They do 17 damage. That's insane. But, yeah, no match for my Cav. And the cool thing about these defensive armies is that any casualties I take are immediately replenished the next round. So we don't have to worry about it. So the wolves have gotten smarter now that the big ones are dead. They decided that survival was better than being with the pack in this case. Okay. And then one battle affliction was cured. So that was due to my priest. So where is Virgilius? Bishop of the Sacred Shrouds. So awesome. So we can... Nope, nope. Not what I wanted. There we go. So we'll have them set up. But we'll go ahead and call it here. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to continue to delve into this world and see what we can find and to kind of explain the systems as we go. I hope you guys are enjoying this exploration of Dominions 5. And as I said, I want to continue this until I either conquer the map or I get conquered. And if you guys are enjoying it, we'll continue the series with other playthroughs as well. So, all right. I will, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to the video. I don't know if I said that already. If not, or if I did, then sorry. And I will say farewell.